Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my, is my computer slow? Well, it's getting closer and closer to getting a new one. I'm rosboundy psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading with the wonderful technology that we have in this world, and it's great to be able to bring it here to you. And there we go. I've put my comment in the stream for the psychic.online website, and I'm just popping that up on the screen as well. I hope I spelt it right. I did. I did. And it's also on my Facebook page, the link in the Facebook page and the profile, not the profile, only on the YouTube. And good morning to Fiona Gurley. Look at that. Good morning, Ros Gurley, and all around the globe. A good afternoon or a good evening. And you were first in the line of comments completely today, so it's wonderful. Now, let's get along to the cards though, because that's what we're here for. Now, bring your psychic senses, your own intuition, your gut feeling around what these cards are going to mean for you as we're reading through them. I just give a guiding interpretation that I feel as I'm looking at the cards, okay? So we do have, it's a weekday still, so we have got the Gilded Breviary. I'm just going to put that there so you can see it a bit better. Gilded Breviary Lenormand, that is Ciro Marchetti's creation, using the expanded edition, and we have two cards from there, the 43 and the 39, or the 39 and the 43. We're starting with the 7 is the snake in the theme of the day space, with the Queen of Cards, that corresponding card that goes with the playing deck, the regular suits that we get, right? You'd recognise them. So 7 snakes, snake is the theme of the day. 39 dice is in our home space. And we have 43, the labyrinth, in our workspace. Bit of fun. Let's go across. Oh, I'll just read our card because it's faded in that bright sunlight. It is gorgeous bright sunlight. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, and faithfulness the best relationship. A Buddhist teaching. And isn't it a gorgeous photo there of the cards, or a picture? It's absolutely gorgeous. Right, now I'll zoom into the cards. Right, here we are. We're zooming in and look a little more deeply at what we have here. I'll just check the comments yet. There isn't any others, so that's fine. So to all of you who are here in the live, thank you. For all of you who are watching replay, thank you. Snake. It does almost instantly come up with that Adam and Eve, apple, tree, wisdom, all that stuff, original sin, all that stuff. Look, it's not just about that. What we have is this snake almost forming the 8. That is the symbol, I think, in a Chinese astrology or numerology or whatever, of great wealth, abundance, luck, all that sort of stuff. You'd have to research it. I don't know it intimately. So I just know that it's a beautiful shape, the 8. When you look at and it originates from a circle that is just twisted once. And you look at the ABC insignia thingy that is a circle twisted twice, that you get that sense of that particular logo shape and all the rest. It's just that gentleness that comes into being, and almost with this. This snake, it's in that aggressive mode. It's in that very much a ready to attack mode. So we have a tree here that is absolutely chockers full of fruit. It's the abundance of what we can share. And I get the feeling with the snake here in today, as far as our theme goes, that we're just on guard, because there is so much fruitfulness to share. But it's also that when it's an open invitation for people to just take, they take too much, and it becomes a burden on the tree. In some sense, it becomes a burden on that surrounds the tree and all the rest of it. So that what we're doing is a sense of protection. It's being able to acknowledge what we have and how precious it is, that it is worth the protection, it's worth defending. It's something that, yes, there is great wisdom here if we're referring to that original story, well, the story that's in Adam and Eve, that's about the Eve and the snake, and all that could be a connotation from that. The the sense of desire, even. Is it something that we just want, or is it something that we need? I mean, the fruits are a food. So we, as people, need food. It's that flow of energy around what is the cycle of life in its fullness, and how we do need to protect that is ours, but also be willing to share and open up for that ability, for that consciousness. Okay, I'm just getting messages flowing through, and it's why I've got that slight hesitation to the meaning that I'm bringing. So I think it's more like you do need to delve into what it means for you. Are you frightened of snakes, or are they something that are part of the whole cycle of how we exist? Because, as you know, the web of life really is intricate and very detailed in some respects of how our environment suffers when animals go extinct. And one part of their part can affect the whole other realm of that particular environment. It's very interesting, isn't it? So tap into what you feel when you see the snake. I know from my own experience, when I see snakes, I'm not too fussed as long as they're doing their thing in their space and they go on their way. I let them go. They're part of what is the full creation of life. Okay, that's what I get from that snake as our theme. Okay, and we already have some other comments coming in because Deb's popped in now. Good morning, Roz and everyone. So there you go. And the snake is forming an 8 by the looks. Yes, as I mentioned, it does have that look about it, doesn't it? There's always potential of different motion, actions, and everything in what we do. We might want to be the one that forms that 8 and be, and does the lucky things today, or whatever the 8 in that astrology, numerology means, and as a numerology as well. Now I'm popping up again because Fiona has put that together, a day number of 3, and the cards themselves all come together as a 5, which when you add the day number and the 5 together, we've got an 8. Is that significant with the snake about to form the 8, or just coming away from the 8? Who knows? And Deb suggesting yes, protection, absolutely. It's what I feel from it as well. And being able to be discerning about how we're protecting as well. And Shaz, a good morning, Roz and Fiona and everyone in Facebook world and elsewhere. Still resting and waiting for granddaughter, who I'm having visit for the day. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, that is wonderful. Be able to have grandies coming in and visiting. And inner snakes always shed their skin. Yes, exactly, Fiona. So it's that sort of thing of what's not needed is shed away. So it's having that ability and sense of timing and the right actions at the right times as well. That's where the alertness, it's ready to strike, but not in the process of that yet. But you just feel that readiness. So have that discerning aspect as you're moving through your day today too. It could be that this is about ready to shed its skin. Now, as we go to the dice, all of those numbers are sitting there on all of these surfaces that we can see in the way that Chiro has depicted these. So be ready for whatever number is going to pop into your day. And this is around the home space, that family aspect of having some play. It's school holidays here where we are, so there are more children hanging around, going up and down the street in bicycles and things like that. Be careful, be aware. It brings to mind the board games that I remember playing when we were kids. School holiday time meant that we 3 girls could play outside as much as we wanted to. We could play the board games. We could do do the fun things in life. And I think that's what we're being reminded of now. Spend some time, if you can, with your children or grandchildren, like Sharon's going to be able to do today, and having those fun things to do. the dice games, which does remind me of Yahtzee specifically, because that has 5 dice in it, die that you're using as part of that game specifically. But the snakes and ladders, that type of simple board game, anything that's like, games of cards, anything that you can join in with kids with. Squatter's another one that uses some dice. Cash Flow's another one I know Shaz and I have played over time. Even as adults, you can still play board games. Monopoly, that's one that we used to spend a lot of time playing as well. So many different options around to just have fun. Throw those dice in the air, see what you need to be doing today just by chance, and flow with that energy of happy-go-lucky. That's what I'm feeling from the home space today with that number 39. It's the nines again, so that itself comes back down to a 3, which is our day number. Okay, and here we have, just checking the comments again, no more at the moment, and we have another aspect of fun with our workspace. This is a little more it's structured in the fact that this is depicting those types that are the hedges laid in a labyrinth pattern on a very large area of ground, as we can see. It's that sense of discovery as we're walking along our journey and following our own path. Sure, you can have 2 people walking together with this and, sharing the chat and the fun aspect of which direction next. But in general, this is one that we are taking as our own journey in our workspace. We can still see colleagues potentially. And do we ask for help? That's up to you. There are times you can rest because you've gotten to that mini goal. Is the center the absolute goal? Where is the prize in this particular maze of, the labyrinth? I think that's something that's decided before you start your journey as to which particular pattern of labyrinth that you're going to use today or follow or choose, that type of thing. Is it always about the destination or is it the journey? I think as we're moving through our day, working with particular colleagues and interacting with whether it's our suppliers, whether it's our customers, whether it's just working with colleagues and doing that background work that supports and upholds a full business, we are a part of the fullness of what we are doing that earns our income, that brings us the money that flows into our home space, that gives us a quality of life that we're either choosing or intending to improve upon. And what we're needing to do is bring in that sense of awareness and protection of what we have possibly, that we are the ones who are choosing to share with, rather than having to protect and hoard, but that we've got that is going to hold true our pathway at the moment. Sometimes we might get up to that dead end, but we can, and we do need to, of course, retrace steps to where we can flow through to a new part of the pathway and have that sense of discovery and fun, because that's what the dice is about, I feel. It really is that double whammy of the sense of fun that we can have through our day to day. We do need to choose it, and what we're needing to be wary of as well is our health. With the reminder of the hours, walking is good. Play is good. Using our mind and our awareness and having that alert factor brings up that usefulness of the mind and opening up our fullness into the world of the world, really, how are we dealing with that? What are we deciding from that as to how we're going to continue to move forward? Okay. That almost sounded a little preachy-ish, but that's the words that were sort of coming through. Okay, so take it as you need to, and your interpretation for yourself, for your own environment, is what is more important. It's the understanding that you need to gain from any of these messages. Okay, and Fiona here Here is mentioning some of the games. The Monopoly, yes. Checkers. I'd forgotten about checkers, yes. I call them drafts. That's the way that I was taught them. So it was chess, drafts, and there was another one that was that type of thing. Now I can't remember it, but that's all right. Checkers is good. Checkers is good enough. Michaela, morning, lovely Ros, and all. Lovely to have you here. You made it in the live. Thank you, Michaela. Now, so as moving through whatever it is that you're doing today, take note of what aspects of it that you can bring forward more as fun, so that you are really taking note of what chances you've got with that throw of the dice and the path that you're walking, that it really is. So I think you need to be mindful of, well, the snakes in the grass, that you're not treading on them, but having an awareness that they are, in some sense, our protection as well, and being the protection for others around us too. Okay? So, beautiful reading for today. Thank you, Ros, from Deb. To all, have a magical, wonderful day. Thank you so much for that blessing there. Thank you. And the beautiful hearts and emojis for the prayer hands from Michaela. Thank you. Love to you all. Keep being the best you that you can be, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.